Life transitions are hard. Whether you're a professional athlete or a police officer, a firefighter, an entrepreneur, a soldier, any profession that's got a very strong sense of identity attached to it is going to be very, very difficult to leave. Say you're a professional athlete and one day you are a basketball player, a football player. You have a uniform that you wear. When people ask you what you do, I'm a professional football player. People are cheering your name on Sundays, and then suddenly you leave that and they're not. And all the people that you used to hang around with are no longer there. They're doing other things. Maybe they're still playing football. Maybe they've transitioned out. And you start asking yourself, well, who am I? What's my purpose in life? Now that I've lost everything that I focus my identity on, what's next? And so you see a lot of professional athletes, a lot of first responders, soldiers having very difficult times post-transition. And part of the effect is exactly what I've drawn here. So if this is transition, it becomes very easy once you lose that sense of identity to start to drift. And you begin to look at life through the rearview mirror, and you feel that your best days are behind you. And so all sorts of things can happen as you start to drift, get into bad habits, make bad choices. And over time, if that drift continues, you get into depression. And that becomes the gateway into substance abuse, into broken relationships, and potentially suicide. So at the Saber Six Foundation, we asked ourselves, well, what is the opposite of drift? And the opposite of drift, of course, is growth. When you have a growth mindset, you look at life through the windshield and not through the rearview mirror. Now, the challenge is that whenever we're in these highly iconic professions, and especially if we've been in those highly iconic professions all of our adult life, so our identity is wrapped up in those, they tend not to give us the tools to find new purpose beyond them. And so we transition out and then we suddenly feel lost. And so at the Saber Six Foundation, when we looked at what are the key elements of growth, well, the key elements of growth are purpose, belonging, and well-being. And you've got to have all three in place to have a growth mindset and to constantly create for yourself an ever better future. So without purpose, you feel like you're adrift, and suddenly you're back down into this negative trajectory. Without belonging, you feel isolated and alone. Everything becomes hard, and you don't have that support network that is keeping you accountable, that's cheering you on and helping you be your best self. And without well-being, you feel like, man, I can't make it. I can't go the distance. So all three are vital. And when you connect all of those three, what you get is a focus on the future. You look at life through the windshield because you know that your impact is worth making, your life is worth living, and that you are making a difference in this world. And so that's what the Saber Six Foundation is all about, helping people find that new purpose, belonging, and well-being, giving them the tools to do so to create an ever better future. So if turning post-combat stress into growth through purpose, belonging, and well-being sounds interesting to you, or interesting to your loved ones, go to our website at sabersixfoundation.com and see all the ways that you can get engaged.